Hi everyone, in this video we're going to see how you can master DSA by watching the DSA playlist on YouTube and how you can watch them in the right way. So if you're new to this channel, then my name is Ashish Kumar and I make videos about DSA, placement preparation, interview tips, basically everything that you need in order to crack your dream placement. So if you are someone who's looking for an internship or looking for a job in the software domain, then you're at the right channel. Do consider subscribing. So DSA is a very important part of your preparation and you need to be good in DSA and problem solving if you want to crack the interview of the top most product based companies. And there's a lot of resources for DSA. On YouTube alone, there's hundreds and hundreds of videos about DSA. And there are a few good playlists for DSA as well. And I'll tell you what are the good ones and I'll tell you my own favorite DSA playlist. But what is most important is how you watch the playlist or the right way of going about it. Because a lot of times what happens is that people watch these playlists, they watch these videos, but they never really learn anything for it. And they come into what is called a tutorials hell, or what I like to call it a playlist limbo. So it's really important that you watch these playlists the right way. Otherwise, what will happen? You'll just keep on watching them and it'll just be a waste of your time. A lot of times I've seen this happen. People move to graph section and they start forgetting what they had learned in the linked list section. Or people watch a couple of videos and then they forgot what they just learned in the video. And the reason for that is because you're not following the right strategy or the right way of going about these YouTube DSA playlists. Okay, so like I mentioned, there's a lot of good DSA playlists as well. And my favorite is absolutely Striver's DSA playlist. He has around 250 260 videos and he has explained everything very beautifully. Apart from Striver, you have few other channels as well. You have Love Babba's DSA, you have Anuj's DSA playlist, you have Kunal Kushwaha's YouTube DSA playlist. So it doesn't matter which playlist you follow. I'll suggest Striver's, but even if you want to follow any other, if you want to follow different one for different subjects, that's totally fine. But what matters is how you follow it, like I mentioned. And the biggest mistake that I see people make is they just watch these videos like a movie. They just watch, and while you're watching, suppose you're watching a video on something like binary search or two pointers. While you're watching the video, you'll feel like you understand everything. It'll be entertaining, you'll be enjoying, you'll be feeling like, okay, I'm learning something. But after you move on to the next video, if someone gives you a question on two pointers or on binary search on a topic you just watched, you will not be able to answer that question because you're not understanding the concept and you're not doing anything to improve your logic building. Okay, so this is the biggest mistake, is that people watch the video and they don't do any hands-on practice on the topic. Whatever topic you're watching a video on, it is absolutely mandatory that you code it out. Whatever topic you're learning, whatever video you're watching of any playlist, make sure that after watching the video you do hands-on yourself and you code the topic or you code a few questions from that topic. That is absolutely important. The next important thing is revision. A lot of times what people think is after watching 200 and 300 of these videos, they'll be ready to crack the coding round of any company, which is simply not the case. Any course, what it will do to you, it will teach you how to solve problems. It's not going to improve your problem solving skills unless you yourself solve the problems. Okay, you can watch solutions of multiple problems, you can watch like tutorials of multiple DSA concepts, but you will not be able to solve problems on them yourself unless you do the work. So any resource or any paid course can only help you so far. So after learning everything, you have to revise, and by revising I mean solving problems from that topic. Okay, and now let me tell you how you can do step by step. Suppose you just started a DSA playlist. Suppose you started Striver's linked list playlist. He has a really amazing playlist on linked list. Suppose you just started that. Then this is what you're going to do. You're going to create an Excel sheet, a spreadsheet, which is going to look something like this, where you're going to write the name of the question that you're practicing, and then the whether you solved it or not, and comments about it, remarks about it. So you're going to make a sheet like this. Now start the video. If there's theory in the video, watch it completely. After that, try it out by visualizing. Okay, if there's a theoretical concept, then it's important that you visualize it using a pen and paper. So watch the theoretical part first. Now whenever a question comes, understand the question, then pause the video, think of it yourself. What are the ways you can solve it? How many ways can you solve it? Now again play the video. He will explain the concept to you. He will explain a kind of solution to you. So understand the solution, but before you look at the code, try the code yourself. Okay, this is the most important thing This is where you actually have to put in your own efforts. So you have to code yourself whatever approach you learn from the video. If you find there were any issues in the code, then he has Striver or other playlists, they have code explained as well, so you can take reference from the code that they have. But before that, try to code yourself. Okay, now after the topic is done, then don't just move on to the next topic directly. Suppose you're done with linked list, don't move on to the next topic just yet. After completing linked list or any other topic, go to Lead Code, go to Geeks Who Are Geeks, go to Code Forces, go to any website of your choice and start solving problems, and solve problems until you become confident in that topic. Once you're confident in this topic, only then move on to the next topic. So the most important thing is that you are putting your own efforts rather than completely depending on the DSA playlist that it will teach you everything. Okay, it's a illusion basically, it's just fake confidence you get from watching the video, because the instructor is so good. When they are explaining it, you feel like, oh, the problem is so simple, right? But when you do the problem yourself, only then you understand what it's taking to do the problem, and this struggle will improve your problem solving skills. Watching videos alone is not going to improve your problem solving skills. So the most important thing is actually going out there and solving problems. So the sheet I mentioned, as you go through the questions, as you go through the playlist of Strive or anyone else, once you go through the DSA playlist, you go to the videos, then do problems and mark those problems in the sheet. Okay, and whichever problems you were not able to do in the first try, then put a remark that because of this concept you were not able to do the problem. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this sheet, and before your interview or once the placement starts or once you go for interview of any company, just go through the sheet once and then revise it. And if there's any topic which you feel was hard, you can also mark that as in the sheet, and you can watch the video corresponding in the playlist before going for the interview. So this is the way that you should follow any DSA playlist, and there's a lot of good ones out there, but you need to follow the right approach, otherwise you'll just be lost and wasting your own time. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any doubts, if you want to ask me anything, then feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you like the video, then consider giving it a like and do subscribe. Thank you.